Hey everybody, and welcome to our milestone episode 100 of the Is That Normal podcast. Can you believe it?
Yeah, Randall, I'm so excited. We've been on this journey now, and we're so thankful for all of you who have either been along with us or have joined us along the way. And we're just excited about this place we're at right now.
Yeah, 100. It's a significant number, and boy, we've grown and changed and kind of adapted and covered a lot of ground. You know, we started out in November of 2019, and just really our heart was just this was just going to be a way to try to get more consistent content and be a consistent resource for parents, really of families in our own church. Hopefully a way to reach them and have kind of an archive of information that we can share and make available to help parents as they raise teens and young adults and help them point them towards Jesus.
Right. And we know that that's hard. I mean, we've dealing with young people, having young people in my house. We know that is really hard as they get into teenage years and just equally as hard as they get into those young adult years. And so we really we're excited to do that. And as we've done that, we've grown a lot. We've made some changes. We've learned some things. We've realized that there's a lot of others outside, just the physical constraints of our church that are looking for these same questions and answers. And so we just want to continue to grow and hope that we can continue to be a great resource to help people just make some connections, to feel like they're not alone.
Yeah.
And so far it's been a great blessing.
Yeah. So Mark, what are some of your favorite moments or episodes that we've done so far?
Man, that's a good question. I really love that day that we made coffee in a French press. Yes. It was Panamanian coffee beans, and because I love coffee. I don't remember what that episode was about, but I do remember.
I don't either, but I remember the coffee.
We drank coffee. I really loved our second episode where we just talked about how parents are the best youth leaders, and really I think set the tone for what our heart is here. Is that, man, we as those who work with youth in a church setting know that our biggest job is to support parents so they can do a good job of discipling their kids. And so just really love that. And then there's some great interview episodes. I really enjoyed those. When we had Shaylee Miller on and talked about growing with, a kid we watched grow, through middle school, high school, and into adulthood, and just heard her perspectives on her family, how this all worked for her. Loved the Brett Harrison music episode. We reference often him dropping, some rap beats on that. So that was super fun. And then I really liked the one when Jared Wallace, who's a school administrator, came and talked to us about extracurricular activities and rhythm and pace for families. That's a huge issue, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how about you? What were some of your moments?
Well, I love the episode where I got to interview Dr. Ron Hunter from Randall House Publishing, and just to get to hear a little bit of his heart and kind of what their pulses of what Randall House does, and specifically with family ministry, and that was just a really neat episode. The one with Shaylee was really cool just because, as you mentioned, getting to see someone who came through our youth group and we kind of got to see grow up and has now grown into an amazing adult that's following Christ and leading others in that, and just to see that kind of full circle moment there. And boy, we've just had a ton of great moments, but those are the two that really stand out to me.
Yeah, man, that's great. So today, as we celebrate 100 of these, we kind of want to highlight, recap, and maybe condense our thoughts into 100 things everyone needs to know about youth and young adults.
Welcome to the Is That Normal podcast, and we'd love to connect and hear from you. There's tons of ways you can connect with us. You can do that through social media. You can do that through our through email, and we just love to hear feedback. Questions, things that you'd love to see us maybe talk about or cover that we haven't. And so be sure to do that. And so now we're gonna jump to our list. Are we counting up or down?
I'm a countdown guy.
Okay.
So we're going to jump in at 100, right?
Okay.
So 100 is, young people are wonderful. And 99, young people are exciting. 98, they're energetic. 97, they're worth every moment, because 96, young people are valuable. And I mean, I just think that is something that we just have to know, believe, own, instill, even though they're sometimes frustrating and they're sometimes challenging. man, young people are just these wonderful, beautiful gifts God's given us, and we just need to develop and mine, as well as just appreciate them.
Yeah, I'll jump in and give a few. So I'd say number 95. This is important. Young people are motivated by food.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You gotta see my budget at my house for all the people who are there. Man, crazy.
94. You can talk to teenagers. You can talk teenagers into just about anything, especially teenage boys.
Yes, we've had several of those fun moments that
we can't share on here.
We can't share on here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
93. Yep. If you spend time with teenage boys, you will have conversations about bodily functions. It's just part 100%. Of the deal.
100%. No
just
doubt.
Part of the deal.
No doubt.
92. Young people don't need cool adults, and number 91 is they need present adults.
Yeah, man, that's good stuff. Great thoughts. So 90, young people have something to say. They're looking for their voice. And so 89, we need to listen. 88, we need to learn to ask good questions because they don't always know how to articulate what they're thinking.
Yeah.
We've got to become experts, and we talk about that a lot in a lot of our episodes. 87, we need to learn how to empower them. They're looking for something significant to do, and so we need to figure out how to help them with that. Number 86, young people are waiting for someone who cares. They put up all these walls and these boundaries, and we talk a lot about how adults are afraid of teens and teens are afraid of adults, but really teens, no matter what they put off, they're looking for someone to care for them, and they're ready to open up to that.
Yeah.
85, young people are interested in what you know. They may not show that at first, but give it time. 84, teaching is going to be done relationally.
Yeah.
You have to start with that relationship. And so 83, we need to create warm spaces to do that. And that takes time and that takes energy, but we need to be committed to that. 82, we might have to do things with our young people that they like that aren't our favorite thing to do. If you want to spend time with a young person, figure out what they're into, do that with them, even if it's not your favorite thing. And number 81, you might find something new that you love when you do that. You might learn something from a young person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Number 80, young people are content consumers. Yeah. 79, almost all are weekly or daily using YouTube.
Number one app that is used by young people by statistics.
YouTube, constantly. Number 78, TikTok. Yeah,
that's number 2.
That's number 2, yeah. 77, closely behind, Instagram. 76, Snapchat.
Yeah,
so
these are their communication channels.
This is how they communicate. Yeah. Number 75, surprise, almost none of them are on Facebook. You know why? Because you're on Facebook.
Right.
74.
Even if it looks like they're on Facebook, they're not really on Facebook. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. Yeah.
74, they are binge watchers.
Oh, man. That if you want to get a kid talking, like this is a question I ask a lot. What are you binge watching right now? And every teenager has an answer.
There will be a list.
Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
along that line, 73 is Netflix and chill.
It's real. It's a thing. And actually, young people tend to rather do that than like go out to do something.
Yeah.
Like if they invite their friends, they're like, "You want to come over and binge watch something on Netflix with me?" Like it's a community thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
72, they connect over personally curated preferences.
Yeah.
71, on demand is the only way they've ever known. So, they don't know what it means to like have to go wait to watch something or, they don't know what a TV guide is. That's for sure.
Right. That's right. That's right. So here's a few more. 70, teens are more aware and maybe better at navigating the challenges of technology. We all are facing the tensions of technology, but teens are native to it. And so sometimes they have better answers than we do, really, honestly.
They're not scared of it.
They're not scared of it. And 69, at the same time, they are like us. They're terrible at self-regulating. So they are definitely got some challenges there that we have to help them with. 68, teens need and want, even though they won't always tell you, boundaries.
Yeah.
They really are looking for someone to tell them what's right, what's normal, what's safe. 67, teens are looking for significant tasks.
Yeah.
They want something important to do. They want to make a difference. They're looking for that question of what's my purpose to be answered. 66, young people want to be challenged. 65, they want to be trusted. 64, young people are too busy. So all those things are like coming to this like perfect storm, right? And so 63, they need us to help them with those boundaries and margin in their life. So 62, they need you to help them learn to say no, and they need to understand when to say yes. That's 61.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 60, young people need you to talk less. And 59, they need you to listen more.
Yeah.
58, young people don't need you to solve their problems. And 57, they need you to help them learn how to solve their problems themselves. 56, young people are looking for role models. 55 goes right with it. We need to be good role models. 54, and we need to point them to other better role models as well. 53, teenagers are observant. 52, they are watching you when you don't realize, and they can spot a hypocrite.
They're good, man. Got the radar on, don't they? Yeah.
51, they are listening when you don't realize.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I have stories from my house that I could tell you. Anyway.
They may have earbuds in and be watching something, but
they're hearing. They hear it. Yep. So we're halfway there. All right. So here we are. 50. Mental health, loneliness, and isolation are on the rise, particularly among young people. So 49, almost every young person is dealing with anxiety. When Fuller Seminary did their research on questions among young people, number one question, how do I manage my anxiety? That's the top question. 48, most teens aren't lazy or disinterested, even though sometimes we see signs that we think are that. What actually has happened is 47, they may be suffering from crippling perfectionism. We've got a strange comparison culture that has caused kids to be frozen from moving forward because they're afraid of failure. 46, they need to learn where their value comes from. 45, they need to hear acceptance more than affirmation. They need a lot more, I like being with you than I think you did a good job. They need a lot more of just that intrinsic value because they're human. We value them. 44, they might need you to intervene. There's some things that are going on in their life, and we need to be vigilant about seeing the telltale signs. And if we see something, we should ask before it's too late. Really, honestly.
Absolutely.
43, the gospel resonates with the identity and mental health issues they're facing. Jesus has better answers for them than they're finding other places, and we need to help them see that. So 42, their social media production and consumption is an attempt to make their own brand. They're looking to make themselves into what they want them. They think they want themselves to be. So 41, we need to help them see what true healthy foundations of identity come from.
No, number 40, they are concerned with issues of justice. 39, and equity. 38, also issues of diversity. 37, inclusion. And 36, they need help in defining those terms. And there's a lot of people around them trying to define those terms. They need truth and wisdom spoken into their lives to help them define that. 35, they are challenged by the divisions that they see. 34, they're watching you for clues on how to make these decisions. 33, they seem quick to judge. 32, but they are teachable.
Yes.
And then 31, if they don't feel belittled or condescended, they are teachable.
Right. Yeah, that's the caveat there, right? Isn't it? Yeah. So, man, we're going to make it, aren't we? We're going to get there to 100. Or down to 1, I guess is what we're doing. Right. So 30, young people are literally losing their minds. Like science is telling us that at this point in adolescence, their brain is actually shrinking to concrete in what they're going to keep. And so we have to keep that in perspective. So 29, young people have only ever known ultimate optionality.
Yeah.
They've only ever known this like unlimited smorgasbord of ideas and options in their life. And so because of that, 28, normal is being redefined of what is normal, what the norms are, how we identify ourselves, how we define ourselves. And that leads to 27, which is that issues of gender and sexuality are on the rise and increasingly confusing for this generation. It's only going to get more murky for them. So 26, we have to realize that they are going to learn about sex from somewhere. Every one of them are going to learn from somewhere, and there's a lot of voices out there that are trying to teach them what they should think about it. So 25, we got to realize that they're very likely they are friends with someone who ascribes to an LGBTQ plus lifestyle or identity. 24, many young people see these issues as civil rights issues. They see these things as absolutes born as kind of issues, and so that's what our culture is training them to believe. And so 23, they're going to struggle with the traditional definitions of viewpoints. Like they're going to push back against that. We've got to realize that that's happening. So 22, they need to be guided rather than told through these issues. We need to help them discover the truth of these matters, rather than just say, you're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah.
Which we talked about a little bit before. So 21, young people need us to teach, model, and encourage healthy biblical concepts of love.
Yeah. 20 to go. Number
All right.
20. As parents and adults, your role is changing during the teen and young adult years. 19, they need us to be moving from teachers to resourcers and guides. 18, young people need us to let them make mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
17, they then need us to help them navigate the consequences of those mistakes. 16, young people are not going to make the same decisions you would.
That's tough to be okay with.
15, young people need us to love them anyway.
Yeah.
14, young people need a model of acceptance without agreement. 13, young people need access to our experiences and wisdom. 12, young people need people who will persevere with them. 11, young people will respond to all of these efforts eventually.
That's right. 35, right?
That's right.
Something like that. All right, so just like parenting, we've made it through the teens.
That's
so we're on the home stretch now, right? So number 10, young people need our prayers. Number 9, young people need our presence. Number 8, young people have so much to offer. Oh, man, they're just like wealths of awesomeness. Number 7, young people have things to teach us. Number 6, young people are interested in spiritual things.
Yeah.
Again, we might not see it on the outside, but they have these questions on the inside. We need to help them navigate that. Number 5, young people have deep, serious questions that need addressed. They're looking to you to do that. Number 4, young people are fun and exciting to be around. And so number 3, young people keep us young. And that's one of the reasons I love working with teens, having a house full of young people all the time. I get excited about, this morning I was at See at the Pole at the high school here. It's the National Day of Student Prayer. And man, dozens of young people in front of the school interacting with their peers, praying for their peers. Like, man, that is like, that gets you excited. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Super good stuff. Number 2, young people are the future. And number 1, young people are now.
Yeah. Well, we made it.
Yep.
We made it. We learned a lot, and we're looking forward to learning more in the next 100 episodes.
Yeah, that's right.
And so we counted down. Now we're going to count up. So here's some things to look forward to. So we're gonna reverse it. We're going to start
100.
Not 100. Not 100. So the first is we've got several more interview episodes coming. So look forward to those.
Yes.
I love those.
Yep.
It's so neat to get other people in here and get some other perspectives and just for other people to share. Number 2, more great resources and reviews. And number 3, a community of others who are on the same journey.
Yeah.
So join us next time. And until then,
Be abnormal.